Can't walk away.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
KCHW 102.7. It's Scott and Brandon, the finally Friday edition of Odd News. And we start off with that news attack where the first part is a real story and the last part is an attempt at a really bad joke. Brandon, kick us off.
I got to do jokes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're good at them. All right.
People who drink 2 or more sodas a week have a much higher risk of pancreatic cancer.
Ooh.
That's why I stick to whiskey.
Cleans it right out.
Yes.
Biologists discovered that male birds will work like crazy to attract a mate, but once they have her attention, they lose interest.
Aww.
Biologists are calling this the Leonardo DiCaprio effect.
Because he's had a lot of girlfriends, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Scott.
Yes.
There's snow everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you ever notice, even though two snowflakes are alike, all slush looks exactly the same?
It does. It's always scary to step in.
Yeah.
You can tell Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Jeff has been wearing his red shirt even on days when he doesn't have spaghetti for lunch.
Oh, goodness. Like that spaghetti, man.
All right.
Hey, Scott.
Yes?
The Oscars are on Sunday night. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Super Bowl for movies, but without the entertainment. Hey.
Why do they keep having? People must watch them because they keep having award shows.
I guess they still watch them. I do kind of hate, did you watch the Oscars? It's like, no, I didn't. Why would I watch? If I wanted to know the winner, I can just look it up online afterwards.
Yeah. And save all the trouble.
Yeah.
New report says taking vacations is good for us.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So is pizza, and it's cheaper.
Yay. A golden retriever has set a new world record by carrying 6 tennis balls in its mouth. Yeah. Now that's a Super Bowl halftime show.
That would be. That'd be so much more entertaining. What would you watch?
What?
You watch you switch over at halftime to the Puppy Bowl?
I'm still recovering from the halftime show.
Okay.
Yeah,
it
last
hurt
Sunday.
You? Right.
It was a lot.
Well, thanks for the invite, but since I'm not into football, I would have showed up to your party and just talked and annoyed everybody.
That's fine.
So
it works out good.
All right. Commuters are loving a new cereal-to-go cup that mixes the cereal with the milk as it enters your mouth.
Ooh.
Sure beats how I eat on the drive to work. I line the inside of my center console with plastic, and I fill it with cereal and milk before I leave the garage.
It's delicious.
And it's hard to get it when you hit bumps, and you got it in the spoon, and it's a mess. All right.
So I'm sure you heard, Scott, but
yes.
Donald Trump addressed the nation Thursday for his presidential State of the Union and ripped into everybody from Nancy Pelosi to the FBI.
Okay.
So it was like any other day.
Did you hear that on the 2nd he saw his shadow and went in and made 6 more tweets?
Yeah, that's how it works out. But yeah, that state. Oh, actually, this wasn't. I thought it was a State of the Union. Actually, no. He just addressed the nation after the State of the Union, after being acquitted from impeachment. Boy, it has been a busy week. I tell you,
man,
so much news.
And
we have a road on our front page.
That's one thing is that guy, his whole life, nothing has ever stuck to him.
Yeah, it's good. But I was kind of surprised how many people thought that he would actually be removed from office. It was like, no, it's not going to happen. Stop. No.
Why did they waste all? It was like the lamest thing they could have picked to go. It's like, this is all you got? Really?
Yeah. And that's the trouble with the whole thing. But hey, at least, Nancy ripped up the sheets of paper in the back of the State of the Union. Oh, goodness. It's like watching a really bad. It's almost
really
like American
sitcom.
Politics is now like Jersey Shore.
Where's Pauly? No, it's like General Hospital.
Yeah, it is like General Hospital.
It is. Yeah. That's kind of gross.
I'm just waiting for the next on American politics. A very special episode.
I think they should take Trump and Pelosi and put them in a closet together and not let them out till they make friends. And then it'd be like high school. After about they'd forget about them. Like, oh, we left them in there for 20 minutes. We better check on them. You open the door and they'd be kissing.
Is that what people did in the 80s? Just all this kissing in the closet stuff.
All right, let's move on. We've heard of unique ways to try and hook up, right? But a guy in the UK came up with a brand new one, Brandon.
Oh, what's
yes.
that?
This man was apparently in a train station when he noticed a woman sitting near him who tried to play it off when she passed gas.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this must have appealed to the man because he posted this personal ad online. To the blonde in the red raincoat, you looked around to see if anyone heard you pass when we shared a smile. Coffee?
Good man.
Ooh, aha. Okay, that's all I had. Oh,
Did you have something?
Yes, I think she probably was creeped out.
Find a happy place, find a happy place, find a happy place.
In Canada, 2 16-year-old boys went snowboarding in the backcountry and were reported missing when they didn't return as scheduled. Search efforts were hampered by bad weather, so they spent the night in the wild, but the next day a helicopter found the boys and brought them out. They survived by building a fire. One of the boys said he had homework in his backpack, and that definitely helped keep the fire going.
And you got the proof to cover it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's sweet.
How about a little fire, Scarecrow?
2 men in Palm Coast, Florida, McDonald's told Ladarius Smith that they liked his cool outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love compliments. You like compliments, right?
Yeah.
That's when Smith got irate, flipped the bird, and started yelling at the 2 men.
Well, that's not nice.
And it made them uncomfortable. They tried to ignore him. Smith then left the restaurant and allegedly started recording video of them.
Okay.
Huh. Concerned, one of the men decided to call 911, which they say prompted Smith to pull a bat out of his truck and start taking swings at him.
Oh, hey.
Smith allegedly threw a nickel at the men, hitting one of them in the forehead hard enough to leave a mark.
Okay, that's awesome.
Oh!
Just 1 nickel?
1 nickel.
Yeah.
Wow. Police are still searching for the nickel thrower.
Okay.
He was last seen wearing a black and yellow jacket with a giant Batman logo on it. It happens to be the same jacket the men had complimented him about.
Oh, my goodness. Batman?
Batman.
Batman got irate.
Yes. That's awesome.
Things like that only happen in the movies, Robin. This is real life.
Yes.
This is real. Oh boy. A policeman in England spotted a car running at 70 miles per hour in a 30 mile per hour residential area and gave chase. In addition to the speeding, the driver was going the wrong way, in the dark, without lights, and drunk. He was also just 13 years old.
Oops.
So police caught him when he lost control and crashed.
Of course.
And a judge banned him from driving. That ban starts when he becomes eligible for a driver's license. Yeah, boy. Poor kiddo.
Oh, parents never helped him with those decision-making processes.
To the Idiot-mobile.
Yes. He'll need one now. All right, I guess we're wrapping it up right here, and this is kind of fun. Residents of an apartment building in southern India were left in shock after a mix of beer, brandy, and rum started gushing right out of their kitchen sinks.
Ooh, fun. It's like Chwila.
Oh, how handy is... No, ours is coffee.
Oh, okay.
Coffee. The smelly brown liquid began flowing from...
Are you sure this isn't Chwila?
It's coffee. Come on. That's
Okay.
kind
We're sorry, City.
And it doesn't smell.
Yeah,
it's just brown.
Yeah, it's
Coffee.
just brown.
The smelly brown liquid began flowing from kitchen taps in Karelia Monday morning. Residents contacted authorities for help and discovered their water well had been contaminated by officials who accidentally put 1,500 gallons of confiscated alcohol in nearby ground.
Ah.
The alcohol, which they had placed in this pit after it was seized on court orders, had seeped through the soil and into the well, the same well which supplied the residents of the 18 apartments with drinking water.
You know, City of Chwila, if you want to make some friends, why don't you conveniently bury some alcohol right next to the well?
Put it on tap.
You know what a party Chwila would be for about a day and a half?
All right, and this is the new thing that comes in your electric bill.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
Just an idea. So, yeah, if the City of Chwila just wants to bury some alcohol, or heck, just pour it into the well.
Put it in the well. Yeah.
Preferably Fireball. That's what everybody around Chwila likes.
For the next 2 weeks, because of what Brandon has done now, you must give your kids drinking water out of a bottle.
Just do it right before the election, and everybody will get reelected.
Wow! 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 All I can say is wow!
Wow, Brandon.
Well, and then people won't call the newspaper when brown stuff comes out of the faucet. They'll just
They'll
be
know
like,
it's-
"All right, it's a party.
Ooh, it's Brandy Day.
It's Brandy Day in Chewila." There we go.
We're just kidding. Just a joke.
Just a joke.
And that's your odd news for
Rock it out Friday.
Not so fast! Public news team is taking a break from its pledge drive. No commercials! No mercy! No!
I never wanted to get too close to you, but now it looks like I'm getting too close to you. My mom tries to catch me, but I know all the back streets. There's a look that you give me a switch, and my filter melts and the words just slip. Don't know what I'm saying, but I know I'm not playing. You're gonna fall, but I'll catch you. You're gonna fall, but I'll catch you. You're gonna fall, but I'll catch you. Come on and jump, but I dare 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 you. Stains on your sweater, you think you know better, but you're a child and it's kinda wild how you're the one that brings the sun. I can't seem to sleep and I feel my pulse beating. Don't wanna keep under my control, but you're the one that brings the sun. Wrinkle on your cheek and the wrinkle on your hand. They're saying you're gonna be my man, and there's something about you. I just love how they doubt you. I never wanted to hold a lie for you. I never wanted to make you cry, but you run me in circles, and I can't keep my eyes closed. Stains on your sweater, you think you know better, but you're a child and it's kinda wild how you're the one that brings the sun. Can't seem to sleep and I feel my pulse beating. Don't wanna keep under my control, but you're the one that brings the sun. You're gonna fall, but I'll catch you. You're gonna fall, but I'll catch you. Come on and jump, well I dare you. Come on and jump, well I dare you. Stains on your sweater, you think you know better, but you're a child and it's kinda wild how you're the one that brings the sun. I can't seem to sleep and I feel my pulse beating. I wanna keep under my control, but you're the one that brings the sun.
I don't know if that song made you say wow, but it sure made me say wow, Brandon.
Wow.
Wow. All right, wrapping up our Rocket Out Friday there with just a 2-song set. It's Scott Allen and Brandon Hansen. That was Greta Van Fleet and the Safari song. Man, that sounds like Led Zeppelin. And then right before that, The Regrets, a new one from you called I Dare You, kind of like a little alternative music. We're going to roll into some weather and the community calendar, take you right into your weekend. Now, our forecast for today is for afternoon rain, maybe a rain-snow mix, 38 and 31. Definitely snow in the higher elevations, 60% chance of precip. For your Saturday, it is going to mellow out through the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, both, we have partly cloudy skies, daytime highs around 40, overnight lows right above 20. So it is going to be a very, very cold at night. If we do get a little precipitation, both days about 10-20% chance, it could make for icy roads both Saturday and Sunday night, so be careful there. Back to school Monday, back to work. It sounds great. Mostly sunny skies with a high of 41.
Yeah, very cool.
All right, on to the community calendar. I've got a couple I want to roll out, Brandon, and then I think you've got one off your website too, right?
Yes, correct.
First up, just real quick, there is a bingo night at the Addie Grange, and that is Saturday the 8th at 5:30. That's bingo night. It starts, doors open at 5:30. It starts at 6. Also got a message from Darla with the Valley Warriors Against Cancer, and they wanted us just to remind you that there is a Valentine's dinner February 14th, and this is going on at the American Legion at 5:30, and you can make reservations by calling 935-8464. 935-8464. One more, reminding people about the Community Art Show. Okay, this is coming up also next weekend, Friday and Saturday. This is an annual event from our Arts Guild. You can pick up your packets to submit your art. You want to do that now. ChihuahuaArtsGuild.org, Gene Bean's Coffee, Flowery Trail Coffee, Valley Drug Company, and the Chihuahua Library. Artists of all ages and proficiencies are welcome to participate. You can celebrate community and the power of expression. It is a very cool art show, and that art show goes on next weekend, so don't waste any more time. All right. That's all I have. You got one for your from your website, and a big deal this weekend, too.
Yeah, just on Saturday, the Chihuahua Chamber of Commerce is having the Craft and Draft, the artisan wine and food and brew get-together. It is tomorrow from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Chihuahua Civic Center. Tickets are $35. You can get those at Acres United Drug, Valley Drug, and the Chihuahua Chamber office. This is formerly the Cork and Cake, which if you understand the setup, you pay your ticket, you get sample cups, and then you can go around the perimeter of the room and sample, get a pretty big sample. It's not like a shot glass. It's
beers and wines.
Beers and wines, and just, yeah.
Something different this year, too, they were working on was the ability to, so like if you find a favorite, that you can buy some and take it home.
Right.
So that's going to be new, and there's a special permit required for that.
Right. And then in the middle of the room, there will be a bunch of food, nummy food and all that.
If you've never hit it, it's, when the Lions did it, and it's going to be very similar. It's quite the spread, delicious, fun.
Yeah.
Great evening hanging out with friends and having fun. Yeah.
I always notice it starts out people being quiet, and then it just progressively gets louder. I wonder why, but it progressively gets louder as the evening goes on.
All right. Other than that kind of stuff, anything else happening this weekend?
Other than that, tonight, Wilbur is coming to town to take on the Chihuahua basketball team. I believe this is senior night for the Cougars, so they'll honor all the seniors on the basketball teams. And this will be your last chance to see him here on the home court because the district tournament will not be played here. So. And then Chihuahua Wrestling will be moving on to regionals, and then the MAT Classic coming up over in Tacoma.
So, and Chihuahua Wrestling, give them a plug again. They had a big win.
District champs last night.
Nice.
Had a few guys win titles, win the brackets there. So, good for those guys, and we're looking forward to seeing what they can do in the postseason here.
All right.
Because they have a few returning state champs. So.
Cool. All right, congrats to the Cougs. Tonight on the radio, we call it Friday Night Chill. Great way to unwind. We have a show called Out of the Woods, which is very eclectic roots music, and I'd say some bluegrass maybe mixed in. And then at 8 o'clock, we have the Acoustic Cafe, which is 2 hours of unplugged music from a place called the Leon Loft, which is a company that makes speakers, and they've developed this really cool live studio. Some of the best live music capture I've ever heard. Check it out all night tonight from 6 to 10. There you go, right here on Northern Lights Public Radio. Other than that, we want you to have a great weekend. I'm Scott.
I'm Brandon.
And it's KCHW 102.7. Today's morning show brought to you by God-Fearing Brothers.
It's 8:53.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock tires, provide collision repairs, including glass, and they have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
Loud noises!
Here's the thing, we started out friends. It was cool, but it was all pretend. Yeah. Since you've been gone, you're dedicated, you took the time. Wasn't long till I called you mine. Yeah. Since you've been gone, and all you'd ever hear me say is how I picture me with you. That's all you'd ever hear me say. But since you've been gone,
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Shawila, Addie, Gifford.
This portion of programming made possible by the continuing support of
Dawson Trucking Incorporated at 3147 Highway 231 in Valley. They offer services to the Tri-County area, including excavation, site prep, road building, DTL,